Welcome to Weiss High School in Pflugerville, Texas for bi-district playoff basketball. Tonight, finishing third in a stacked district of 18-5A, the Hutto Hippos come into tonight's matchup tested and ready, while the Connally Cougars are riding a 5-game win streak into tonight's game that included a big win over Cedar Park on Friday. The Cougars finished second place in the tough 17-5A district behind that Cedar Park team. But that is in the past, regular season stuff. It's now win or go home. Tonight on SHN Sports, stay tuned for Connally Cougar basketball on SHN. Again, welcome to Weiss High School in Pflugerville, Texas for tonight's ball game between the Hutto Hippos and your Connally Cougars. As I mentioned, Hutto finished third in District 18-5A, while your Connally Cougars finished second in District 17-5A, and we're going to decide who gets to move on to the area round to take on either Magnolia or I believe Huntsville, one of those teams. But we spoke to Coach Bradley pregame, and I'm going to play that interview for you now. It was interrupted towards the end by Coach Washington. I interviewed Coach Washington pregame, and that interview was interrupted by his beautiful family, and they're great. But we'll play that right now for you. Well, we're here with Coach Washington, head coach of the Connally Cougars. Coach, it's your first year as head coach. I think you were 22-11 or 22-9?
22-9.
22-9. And you're coming off a big win against Cedar Park on Friday. It's playoff time, win or go home. Talk about your team and how this first season as head coach went.
It's been a lot of hills and valleys, a lot of trial and error, a lot of learning on both ends. A lot of building a culture here at Connally. Some days are a lot easier than others. Some days they test you, some days I test them. But for the most part, man, it's been extremely fun. You know, I'm blessed to be a part of it, and you know, I think God gave me an ability to be able to reach these kids and do my best.
Well, and that's one of the things that, you know, we've known each other a couple of years. That's one of the things I've noticed of you is that you like to build relationships with your players. And to me, that's even more important than what you can teach them on the court. Talk about your players and the relationships you're building with those guys.
You know, with this group, we got 8 seniors out of 9. And so, unfortunately, I only get to pour into their lives for a year. And I pray that I'm changing them as husbands and fathers and just young men in general, and that they'll want to come back to Connally High School and, you know, see us and talk about the legacy that they started.
And that's very important, and that was going to be my next question was, you know, are you going to encourage those guys to come back? Well, it's playoff time, win or go home. Again, you're coming off a big win against Cedar Park. You're matching up against a fairly tough Hutto team. Talk about the Hutto Hippos and the keys to tonight's game.
They're extremely athletic. You know, they get out in transition and get easy buckets, and so, you know, one of the things we're going to try to do is limit that, limit turnovers, or at least limit live ball turnovers, and not give them the opportunity to go score quickly, make them play offense in the half court, because I feel like that's something we're pretty good at, is playing defense in the half court, and then just being patient offensively. If that means we get a quick layup or a quick post feed, then we do. And if not, we can run them in and off the clock, and it's not going to be the end of the world.
That's a good offense, actually. Now, at the end of the Cedar Park game, y'all kind of built the lead, and they kind of came back. And free throws were very key to y'all's victory. To me, it should be one of the easiest shots in basketball, but as it's been proven over and over, it's not. This is the Washington family. Can you say hi?
Can you say hi? Say what's up.
You're going to be on the radio. Say what's up.
No?
He's shy. That probably won't last long, Coach, but I'll let you go.
No.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
And hopefully we'll be doing next week's or the next game.
We'll see how it goes.
Thanks. And that was my conversation, brief conversation with Coach Washington pregame before tonight's by-district matchup between Connally and Hutto. And we're getting pretty close here to tip-off time. We're about 2.5 minutes away from the 7 o'clock tip-off time. I'm sure we'll probably have a national anthem played, and then we'll get to basketball here. Both teams warming up, still wearing their warm-up jerseys. Appears that Hutto will be wearing their burnt orange trimmed in black. It's hard to tell if their jerseys are the same because their shoot-around shirts are burnt orange, and then Connally looks like they're going to be wearing their white jerseys and white shorts and trimmed in that traditional Connally Cougar green. And Coach Washington seemed pretty relaxed here pregame. He's first-year head coach in the playoffs by district matchup against a tough Hutto team. The Cougars did in second place in 17-5A, as we mentioned. Big win on Friday, 43-42 over Cedar Park. Didn't get Coach to answer the question about free throws. I think he wanted to before our pregame interview was interrupted, but they were big down the stretch for Connally in securing that win and a 10-2 district record. And it looks like both teams are coming off of the floor from warming up and heading to the bench. And it looks like we're going to be getting ready to start here fairly quickly. We'll have the starting lineups shortly. Stay with us. SHN Sports, Connally Cougar playoff basketball. We'll be right back. Looks like we're going to get on with the starting lineups here.
Respect, courtesy, and good sportsmanship for players, officials, coaches, and one another. Now, please stand, remove your hats, and rise with the national anthem.
national anthem, and then we will have the starting lineups next.
Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the game. And now for the starting lineup. First, the Hutto Hippos from District 18, 5A, with a record of 22-9. At guard, freshman, number 0, Peyton Smart. At guard, junior, number 2, Micah Williams. At guard, junior, number 3, Pierre Sanders. At guard, senior, number 4, DJ Baptist. And at guard, junior, number 5, Xavier Patterson. Head coach, Dan Caraway. Assistant coaches, Merle Hamilton, Eric Harlow, Marcus Mott, and Eric.
That's your Hutto Hippos starting lineup. Here come your Connally Cougars.
And now, the Connally Cougars. District 17, 5A, with a record of 22-9. The starting lineup, at guard, senior, number 2, Kylie Robinson. At guard, number 3, senior, Tyrone Perry Jr. At guard, senior, number 5, Octavius Perry. At guard, senior, number 10, Robert Myers. And on the post, senior, number 15, Eddie Burgess. Head coach, Brandon Washington. Assistant coaches, Jonathan Garza, Alswan Johnson, Amish Patel.
And we're getting ready to get underway here, folks. Exciting by district Central Texas High School basketball. Yeah, we're at Weiss High School, neutral site. It's a nice school. They've barely broken it in. They played their first season of varsity football in 2018. And we get ready for tip-off here. Connally will be defending. Well, jumping for the tip will be number 15, Eddie Burgess, the post, and he'll be going against number 4, DJ Baptist. Connally with the tip, and they'll have the ball moving left to right on your radio dial as we get underway. Kylan Robinson, player of the week last week, according to the Statesman, has the ball, and they get a quick whistle. Looks like they're going to have a 3-second violation against the Cougars. Inbounding the ball will be the Hutto Hippos. Handling it now is Jean-Pierre Sanders. Being covered by Robinson. It goes inside, and a quick layup for Baptiste, and Hutto grabs an early 2-point lead. Connally wastes no time getting the ball back down court. Myers with the basketball, passes over to the left wing, number 3, Tyrone Perry. Inside to the post, Burgess. He turns, and he's fouled as the Hutto defense collapses on him, and they'll give Burgess a couple at the line here, 1 for 1. And Connally will try to break the seal on their scoring here. First free throw is up, and it is good. And we mentioned pregame, try to get it out of Coach Washington. Free throw is very important and will be tonight. And number 2 from Burgess is good, and we have a tie ball game here early, 2-2. Hutto with the basketball. Sanders has it, dribbles up the left side. He tries to get the baseline, takes a jump shot, misses, gets his own rebound in the lane, backs out. Ball almost tipped away, and he takes a shot from the corner of the lane, misses. Burgess rebound. Cougars move the ball up court. Number 3, Perry with the basketball on the left wing. Showing some good handles there. Robinson with the basketball now, top of the key, drives the lane, kicks it out to the corner, and we're going to get a charge. Myers hit a 3-pointer on the pass from Robinson, but they called a charge on Kylan Robinson in the lane. He came in hard. So it'll be Hutto basketball. We'll stay knotted at 2. Baptist with the basketball. Throws it into Sanders. Sanders tries to get across midcourt. He does. Dribbles to the right wing. Passes over deep right wing to Smart. Smart pulls up for a 3. Too far off the back iron. Rebounded to Connally. Robinson with the rebound to Barry. Back to Robinson. Robinson on the left wing. Tries to get it inside to Burgess. Stolen by Hutto. That's number 3, Sanders. He pulls up in the lane, misses the shot. Rebound, Hutto. Back up for the putback is number 4, Baptist, and it is a 4-2 Hutto lead. You can tell both crowds lively here early. Connally with the basketball. Robinson controlling now near midcourt. Dribbles to his right, passes to the top of the key, over to Perry, right wing into Burgess. Down in the lane to number 5 who turns, and Octavius Berry with a quick basket, and we have a 4-4 ball game. Hutto pushing it back the other way. Hutto moving right to left. 3-pointer from Sanders, no good. Rebound goes to Hutto. Baptist, he misses the shot. Tip back up, he gets his own rebound now. Rebound goes to number 10 Myers for the Cougars. He passes down in the corner for Irving. Robinson, rather. Inside. Shot missed by Perry, but he gets it and puts it back in for a 6-4 Cougar lead. Sanders pushing it for Hutto. Left wing. Smart with the basketball. He dribbles out, slow it down a little bit. They get it in the lane to number 5, Patterson, for the bucket. It's a 6-6 ball game. Robinson moving the ball across court, midcourt, slowly as the Connally Cougars set up their offense. They try to get it in the lane to Burgess. He's cut off by Baptist, and they're going to get Baptist with a foul there in the lane. It'll be Cougar basketball under the Hutto Hippo basket. Tyrone Perry Jr. to inbound for the Cougars. 4:39 remaining here in the first period. They get it to Burgess in the right corner. He passes it out to Myers. Back to Robinson in the deep wing. He misses the 3-point shot. Sanders with the ball for Hutto. We're going to have a quick foul as Sanders passed to Michael Williams, and they're going to get number 10, Robert Myers, with a reach in. So with 4:27 left, it'll be Hutto ball on the visitor side, Cougar basket. Inbound goes to number 5, Patterson. Patterson gets it over to Sanders. Sanders passes to 0. Smart, who misses a 3. Rebound Burgess. Burgess gets it over to Robert Myers. Myers gets it to Myers. Drives the lane for the basket to give Connally an 8-6 lead here with 4:02 left. Hutto pushes the ball. Smart with the basketball. Gets it over to number 2, Williams, who takes a deep 3 and misses. Rebound goes to Sanders of Hutto, and there's going to be a foul called. And that foul goes against Connally, and so the ball will be Hutto's ball under the Connally basket. We have an 8-6 score here in the first. Sanders to inbound for the Hippos. 3:51 remaining here in the first period. And then inbound goes to Patterson, who hits the basket quickly, and we're tied again at 8. Connally moving the ball slowly up court. With the basketball is Patrick Washington Jr. He's directing his offense. Passes to the corner to Myers, right wing. Inside to number 11, Powell. Back out. So we got Perry in the corner with the ball. Myers, the Cougars working it around. Burgess has it left wing right now. Dribbles inside the arc. And this pass is stolen by Hutto Sanders, who tries to force it up court, almost throws it out of bounds. Saved by Smart, back to Sanders, top of the key. 3:05 left here in the first period. Three-point shot is good by Michael Williams, and Hutto takes an 11-8 lead as we go back and forth with the lead. Washington with the basketball now, right around midcourt. He takes instruction from his coach, Bradley Washington. Pass over to number 10, Myers. Myers passes over to Perry. Cross court to Washington, who drives the lane, and he's fouled. And they're going to call that foul on number 0, Caden Smart. And that will give Connally an inbound here. Quick pass in to number 3, Perry, who knocks down a quick three, and we're tied again. Sanders passes over to Patterson. Patterson back out to Sanders. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well here early. Sanders passes it out to the wing to number 2, Williams. He tries to drive him, gets it out to Smart, who misses. Rebound goes to Washington of the Cougars, and we got 2 minutes left here in the first period. We're knotted at 11. Pass over in the corner to Perry. Back out to Washington. Over to Powell on the right wing. Back to Washington, top of the key. Back to Powell, right wing, takes a long three. Off the back iron and hits the top of the backboard, called out of bounds with 1:43 left first period. It'll be Hutto basketball. Inbounding for the Hippos will be number 25, Josh Gonzalez. He gets it to Sanders. Sanders guarded by Myers. Myers playing pretty good defense. Sanders gets across midcourt, and they're going to get Myers for a reach-in, kind of a ticky-tack call. And that'll give the inbound to Hutto here at the scorer's table near the benches. Sanders will inbound, and he gets it to Patterson, back to Sanders. And Sanders slows the offense down, dribbles out, top of the key, looking for a lane. Being guarded by Powell. Shot no good. Rebound almost obtained by Connally, but stepped on the line as he was going out of bounds. Robert Myers, good effort there from the senior. And so with 1:20, we're knotted at 11 here in the first period. Inbound Hutto under the Connally basket. Sanders with the basketball to inbound. They throw it back court to number 2, Michael Williams. And he'll dribble up slowly across the midcourt line, moving right to left. They get it over to number 5, Patterson. His shot no good. Burgess rebound. He gets it over to Perry. Perry showing some dribbling skills at midcourt on Sanders. And he drives the lane. And they're going to count it. And one. What a beautiful drive by Tyrone Perry to give Connally a 13-11 lead with 58 seconds left. A traditional three-pointer, and he's going to go to the line and try to seal that. But the Connally crowd went crazy with that drive down the lane. And he adds the cherry on top. And it is a 14-11 Connally lead. Sanders with the basketball. As he dribbles across midcourt, gets it over to Smart. They get it inside to Gonzalez, back out to Sanders. Sanders over to Smart, left wing. They get it in the corner to Williams. His three-pointer no good. Rebound Powell. He gets it over to Washington. Coach Washington tells him slow it down. 35 seconds left here. Let's play for the last shot. So Washington deep corner, passes over to Tyrone Perry. Who had that excellent drive moments ago. He passes cross court to Barry. Barry drives down the lane, and he's able to knock it down. What a beautiful floater from Barry. It is 16-11, and that's 14 seconds left. There's going to be a timeout called by the Hutto Hippos as the Connally Cougars are showing their athleticism here late in the first period, and this is a battle. Both schools' fan bases came out in force, and the crowd has gone crazy for some excellent drives from the Connally Cougars. We haven't seen any dunks yet, but we haven't needed to see them. The athleticism is on display here. 16-11 lead for the Cougars. 14 seconds remaining here in the first period. By district Texas boys basketball, 5A. This is what it's about. Win or go home. So it'll be Hutto ball inbounding under their own basket. Will be Gonzalez. He'll be moving again right to left as they have the entire period. He inbounds over to Williams, or Patterson rather. Patterson's ball almost stolen by Perry. Sanders and Perry pass over in the corner to Williams. Three-pointer no good. Perry with the rebound, takes a shot off the top of the backboard, no good, and that'll be the end of the first quarter as Connally leads Hutto 16-11. You're listening to SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Weiss High School, where the Connally Cougars lead the Hutto Hippos here in 5A by-district basketball, Central Texas basketball. And it's been quite a game so far here early in the first quarter. The Cougars lead. It will be Hutto basketball as we move forward here. Inbound goes to Sanders. He moves it across midcourt. Hutto still moving from your right to left on your radio dial. Sanders being pressured by Perry. The ball goes out of bounds, poked away by Tyrone Perry Jr. Great defense. He's having a good game here early, giving Sanders problems. Sanders has the basketball backcourt. Perry right on him. Sanders gets across the timeline, tries to pass it in. Poked away by Barry, and it goes out of bounds off of Connally. Great defense there as he got in the passing lane. Sanders was trying to get it inside to Baptist. And so Sanders will inbound for Hutto under the Connally basket. We got a timeout. Hutto will take the timeout with him. It's still 16-11. We're in the second period. Connally leads 16-11, 7:41. SHN Sports, Connally Cougar basketball. We'll be right back. And that was the 30-second timeout, so we're back. Score remains 16-11, 7:41 left here in the half. It will be Hutto basketball inbounding under the Connally basket. Sanders with the basketball. Gets it out to number 14 Hill, who gets it over to Baptist, who takes it down the lane. And he gets a layup and one attempt here coming up for DJ Baptist as he makes it 16-13 and steps to the line to see if he can complete the traditional old-fashioned three-point play. Free throw is up. Bounces around the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Cougars, who push it up court. Perry with a three-pointer off the rim. Burgess with a rebound, though, as he comes crashing on the boards, and it goes out to Connally as they battle for the rebound. Burgess came crashing down the lane to get that rebound, and he almost was able to put it back in, poked away by DJ Baptist, and it will be Cougar basketball into Tyrone Perry. He gets it over to Robinson, back to Perry, inside to Burgess with a hook shot. He knocks it down from about 8 feet, 18-13, and Hutto pushes it up. Three-pointer from deep left wing by Patterson, no good. Rebound goes to Cougars. Right now Perry with the basketball. He gets it over to Robinson, top of the key as they set their offense. Passes over to the corner for Berry. Three-pointer from the top of the key on the pass from Berry, and that was Powell who missed that one. He hit the back of the iron, bounced straight up and hit the support for the backboard system, the crank system, and so that's considered out of bounds, and it'll be Hutto basketball. 18-13 is the score, 6:49 left in the half. Sanders controlling the basketball now. He moves across the timeline at midcourt, passes over to number 14, Hill, who gets it to Williams. He passes over to Baptist who misses a three. Rebound goes to Robinson for the Cougars, and Robinson slowly dribbles up across midcourt as he takes instructions from Coach Washington. Pass over in the corner to Powell, back out to number 15, Burgess, at top of the key. Over to Robinson, left wing. He dribbles out. Pass to Perry, top of the key. Baptist on him quickly. They know Perry's feeling it. He gets it inside to Burgess. Burgess dribbles, kind of gets pushed. No call. He's able to maintain control and pass it out to Powell, who gets it out to Perry, who gets it over to Kylan Robinson. And the Cougars reset, cross court to Perry. Perry on the right wing, kicks it out to number 11, Powell. His three-point attempt no good. He steals the pass, though, on the fast break by Hutto off the miss. And, oh, Perry went in for a dunk and missed it. But right there was Powell for the putback. Tyrone Perry got so much air. It was unbelievable he wasn't able to knock that jam down. But he gets that rebound there on the miss. And the Cougars are pushing. Perry, no look pass to Burgess, gets through his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Hutto basketball with 5:13 left in the half. We're at a 20-13 score right now. Inbound pass to Perry. He dribbles down the lane, kicks it out to Washington, who drives the lane. Tries a layup, missed, tipped out. Burgess with the rebound. Passes out to Powell, who knocks down a two-pointer right inside the three-point line. It's a 22-13 lead now for the Cougars. And you can hear the Cougar crowd. Williams passes over to Smart. Smart has it at the top of the key. Passes into the lane to Baptist, who tries to dribble down the lane, and he shuffles his feet and gets called for a travel. Every call right now going the Cougars' way. They need to take advantage and build a big lead here. Washington inbounds to Robinson. And the crowd continues to pour in here at Weiss High School. Robinson slowly looking around the offense, passes over to Powell, who kicks it back to Washington right wing. He's looking to pass inside to Burgess. He gets it to Burgess outside. Burgess with a spin move, and it's tipped away. Robinson able to get it in the backcourt, and they pass it to Perry for a three. It was tipped as he shot it off the rim, but Washington with the rebound. 4:06 left here in the half. Washington slows it down. He's deep right wing. Tries to get a pick from Powell. Looks to pass to Powell, and he gets it to him in the right corner. Powell dribbles it back out and hands it to Washington. Back over to Kylan Robinson. Washington with the basketball on the right wing. He goes right, misses the layup, but gets his own rebound and puts it back. 24-13. And there's a timeout called by Hutto, and Coach Washington is fired up. 3:36 remaining here in the half. Cougars on top, 24-13. We'll take a quick break with them. You're listening to SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Wise High Schools. We're getting ready to get back underway here with 3:36 left here in the first half. It'll be Hutto basketball under their own basket. They're down 24-13 to the Cougars. Patterson to inbound. He gets it over to Sanders. Sanders guarded by Perry. Sanders gets it across midcourt, dribbles to the right wing. Gets a pass inside to Williams. His shot, no good. Hutto tries to save it off of Perry, but he falls on the line trying to do so as Perry got out of the way. 3:19 left, Cougar basketball. Washington in to Robinson. Robinson hands back to Washington right before midcourt. Washington across midcourt over to Robinson on the right wing. He dribbles to his right, passes back out to Washington on the right wing. Over to Powell. Back over to Washington. Robinson, three-point attempt, no good. Sanders with a rebound. He's pushing it, looking for somebody to pass to. Gets across midcourt. Pass stolen by the Cougars. Going coast to coast. Powell with a layup attempt. No foul call. Rebound Perry. He misses. Then rebound Powell, and it's tipped away by Baptiste to the Cougars. Coach Hamilton not happy. Looks like they're going to, another referee comes in and overturns the call. It will be Hutto basketball under their basket with 2:39 left here, 24-13. Inbound goes to Michael Williams, who's handling the basketball now as Smart gets a rest. Nope, he's still on the court. They're just going to let Williams handle the basketball. He tries to drive in off the left wing, misses. Rebound goes to Hutto. Baptist passes out to Williams, who tries to get it over to Patterson, and it's out of bounds on the baseline to the Cougars with 2:19. Kylan Robinson with the basketball now, taking instruction from Coach Washington. Barks out the play to his team with 2:10 left in the half. Pass over to number 10, Myers, who dribbles over, hands it to Powell, over to Washington. Washington dribbles top of the key, drives in the lane, kicks it out. We got a three-pointer from the left corner, and it's good from Robert Myers as he drains it. 27-13, and Hutto hustling back down the court with 1:50. Baptist with the basketball on the wing, kicks it out over into the corner. Three-pointer good from Michael Williams, and that's the first basket for Hutto in a while. 27-16 is the score. Washington has the basketball for the Cougars. 1:30 left in the first half. Robinson with the basketball, passes over to number 10, Myers. Myers kicks it in the corner to Powell. They try to get it to Burgess down low. He's able to get it, keep his feet, passes it out, back out to Washington. Washington to Powell for a deep three from the left wing. He's off target, saved by Myers, who kicked it out to Powell, and then we have a foul as Powell tried to put the ball on the floor and drive to the basket. 1:11 left in the half, 27-16. Cougars lead. It'll be Cougar basketball inbounding from the visitors' side of the Hutto basket. To inbound, number 10, Robert Myers, hit a big three-pointer moments ago. He gets it into Patrick Washington Jr., who passes cross-court to Kylan Robinson in the backcourt. Robinson crosses the timeline slowly, passes back cross-court to Washington as the Cougars look to play for the last shot. Hutto forcing the count. Pass over to Myers. Myers deep corner. Driving down, and he's going to be the recipient of a foul call against number 2, Michael Williams, as there was a lot of forearm action going on between the players. It'll be Connally basketball inbounding from the same spot on the visitor's side. Robinson inbounds to Washington in the backcourt. Washington looking to cross the timeline. He does so near the benches and the scorer's table here near half court. He puts a crossover and almost gets a beautiful drive and layup. Rebound goes to Michael Williams, and he was fouled by Breon Powell trying to fight for that rebound. And that is a bonus. They'll have a 1-for-1 here for number 2, Michael Williams. So he steps to the stripe, down 27-16 with 31.7 seconds left here in the first half. First free throw is good for Williams, 27-17. Hutto looking to try to cut it to single digits here if they can knock this free throw down. Williams lines it up, and it's good. 27-18 is your score. Robinson with the basketball now for the Cougars as he moves slowly up back court. Gets across the timeline, being guarded by Sanders. Moves to his right, hands to Powell. Powell dribbles around the arc. They handed number 10 and misses a layup. Myers had a layup. He was going to dunk it, and he decided to lay it up, changed his mind, probably should have went with the dunk. Sanders dribbles the length of the court, misses a 2-point shot, and that is our halftime score. 27-18. Your Connally Cougars lead the Hutto Hippos at halftime. We'll take a break for the half and tune back in because we'll be playing the second half here from Weiss High School. Connally leads 27-18. You're listening to Chuck Kracy on SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Weiss High School in Pflugerville, Texas, where your Connally Cougars lead the Hutto Hippos 27-18 here at the half in by-district playoff boys basketball. Win or go home, that's the theme of playoff basketball. And the Cougars have shown up for the first half. Hutto spent a little extra time in the locker room, probably hearing about their first half play, especially late there in the second quarter from their head coach. And that is Gant Caraway of the Hutto Hippos. And so we're about a half a minute away on the halftime clock from getting underway here in the second half. We'll bring you this exciting basketball. It has been an athletic display by both teams up and down the court. Connally Cougars have exerted a little bit more dominance, been a little bit more accurate from the field. I'm sorry I don't have stats for you. But they, as I said, have been a little bit more accurate, and they've done a little better job on the boards. And so it will be Connally basketball here as we open the third period. Connally will now be moving from your right to left. To inbound the ball for the Cougars will be Robert Myers. Number 10, he'll be inbounding right at midcourt on the visitor side here at Weiss High School. Getting ready to get underway here. And the inbound goes in the backcourt to Kylan Robinson, who dribbles across the midcourt line. He passes over to Myers. Myers passes it. It gets over to Burgess, top of the keys, looking for somebody to get it to. Kylan Robinson is that one. He passes cross court to Myers. Into Burgess. Burgess knocks it down. And Connally on the board quickly here in the third period, and Sanders pushing the issue. Hutto with a three-point shot off the pass from Sanders, no good. Rebound goes to the Cougars, number 3, Tyrone Perry. He gets it over to Robinson, and they slow it down across midcourt. I think you can expect to see some three-point attempts from the Hutto Hippos here in the second half. Connally working it around to the right corner where Robinson breaks down, drives in the lane, tipped in the layup, is missed, and the rebound goes to Hutto, number 11, who gets it down court. They're passing around. Sanders with the ball now. He backs out. Sanders drives down the right lane to Areola. Areola has the ball. He passes out to Sanders. Three-point attempt. Rolls around the rim. No good. Rebound to Perry. And the Cougars push it up. Number 5, Barry with the basketball. Gets it inside to Burgess. Burgess turns, thinks to shoot, passes back out to Barry. Barry drives down the baseline. Kicks it out to Sanders over to the corner where Myers is waiting. Off the back iron and no good. Rebound to Hutto. Sanders with the basketball, dribbles across midcourt. Pass in the lane to number 5, Patterson, who kicks it out to Baptist. No good on the three-point attempt. Rebound goes to Barry, who drives coast to coast, flips it up, and it's good. He gets fouled, and as he's going down, he flips the ball up over the rim, and they count it, and one coming up for number 5, Octavius Barry. Great job by Barry. So Barry will step to the line here as we have a substitution for the Hutto Hippos. Patterson's going to go to the bench, and in for him comes Kyle Jackson. And the cherry on top is good. 32-18 is your score. Hutto with the basketball. Jackson, the new player in with the basketball, dribbles across half court, being guarded by Myers. He kicks it over to number 2, Williams, with a deep three. Is good for Hutto. It's now 32-21. Connally working it up. Robinson kicks it out to Myers, over to Perry on the left wing. He backs up, takes a three off the front iron, no good, out of bounds. Off the miss, 32-21. With 5:34 left in the third, Hutto basketball. Jackson with the basketball, dribbles across midcourt, Kicks it over to Williams on the right wing. Williams tries to drive it. Back door pass to Baptist, who drives down the lane, misses the layup. Rebound goes to Robinson. Robinson takes it coast to coast. Scoop and layup good. 34-21 is your score. And the athleticism just exudes from this Connally Cougar basketball team. Hutto working the ball around the arc. Number 11 has an open three-pointer at the top of the key, no good. Rebound goes to the Cougars, and we got a pass down the length of the court, and we have a travel called as number 5, Octavius Berry, was forced to go under the rim to try to get that dunk, and just couldn't do it. 4:52 remaining here in the third. Jackson with the basketball, guarded by Myers. He falls down, picks the basketball up, gets it over to Baptist, who gets it to Sanders. Sanders at the top of the key, goes down the lane to his right. Nice little floater for the basket. It's 34-23. Robinson with the basketball. Kylan dribbles it across midcourt, passes over to Perry on the right wing. He dribbles, pass over to Robinson, left wing. He knocks down the three. It is 37-23, and we're going to have a timeout by the Hutto Hippos here with 4:14 remaining here in the third period. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back. And that's the buzzer to come back. Both teams still in their huddles, their respective huddles on the sideline, but we're back with 4:14 remaining here in the third period. It's 37-23. The Cougars just hit a three-pointer, which resulted in the Hutto timeout, and so it'll be Hutto basketball under their basket. Inbounding will be DJ Baptist, and he'll get it over to Michael Williams. He'll dribble quickly across the midcourt line and slow up his dribble. Pass over to number 14, Hill. He gets it to Sanders, back to Baptist. Baptist hands it to Patterson, who drives the lane. It's stolen by Octavius Berry, and he dribbles it across midcourt, and they slow it up with 3:50 here in the third. Berry drives the lane, loses control, and it goes off his foot. Number 2, Michael Williams there defensively for the Hutto Hippos. Sanders dribbles the ball across midcourt. He's on the right wing looking for someone to pass. He dribbles back out close to midcourt, gets it over to Baptist on the left wing. Back to Sanders, top of the key. He dribbles to his left in the corner. Williams' three-point attempt stuffed by Robinson, but he gets another one off as he got off the block, and he knocks it down. You can hear the Hutto crowd go crazy. 37-26. Robinson right back with a two-pointer, and it's now 39-26, and Sanders quickly back up court, and this game's going back and forth. Williams takes a three off the front rim, no good. Sanders rebound, no good. He gets it to Berry, and Berry's pass too high to go the length of the court to Robinson. And Baptist there to poke it out of bounds. It'll be Connally ball with 2:59 remaining under the Hutto basket. 39-26 is your score. Washington to inbound. He gets it to Burgess, who takes a long two, no good. Washington with the rebound, and he dribbles out a little bit. 2:50 here in the third. Passes cross court to Myers, who dribbles inside the lane. Reverse layup, good for Myers. 41-26, and here come Hutto as Sanders across midcourt quickly, top of the key, dribbles to his left. He's on the left wing now. Dribbles back center, passes to Baptist. Baptist to Patterson. Inside back to Baptist. A little give and go action, and Baptist going up for the layup is fouled, and they're going to call that one on, looks like they're going to call that one on Eddie Burgess. So it's 41-26, 2:23 remaining, and DJ Baptist at the line for the Hutto Hippos. First attempt is up, and it's good for a 41-27 game. Baptist lines up his second free throw, 2:23 remaining in the third period. His shot is up, bounces around good though. 41-28 is your score. Connally with the basketball. Kylan Robinson dribbles up, passes cross court to Washington. They're still in the backcourt, passes up to Powell, over back again to Robinson, then back to Washington, deep left corner. Pass over to Myers, right wing. Myers showing the dribble, tries to drive it down the lane, is poked away. Williams gets it out ahead of everyone for a layup, and it's 41-30 Cougars, 1:51 here in the third. Kylan Robinson with the basketball, dribbles across midcourt. Looking to pass, gets it over to Robert Myers on the right wing. Myers puts it on the floor, passes to Burgess, top of the key. Burgess drives back out to Myers. Myers over to Powell. His three-pointer no good. He gets a rebound on the long rebound and lays it in. 43-30. Powell with a layup off his own miss. And then we have a turnover by Hutto. Alert play there by Kylan Robinson. And it'll be Cougar basketball under the Hutto basket with 1:19 remaining. 43-30 is the score. Robinson under the basket looking to inbound. All the way out to Perry. Over to Robinson, back out to Perry, left wing, inside to Burgess, who turns. Jumper good. Tough to defend that. 45-30 is your score. Hutto pushing it. Sanders down the lane, kicks it out. Back over to Williams. Deep right wing. He drives right, moves back center. Stolen by Perry, and he's going to have a dunk. Oh, he misses the dunk off the iron. Hutto going back the other way. Hutto with the basketball, slowing it down a little bit. Now we got a three-point attempt from Williams. No good. Burgess almost had the rebound. No good. That was number 14, Marcus Hill, for the Hippos, who put up another shot, and it went off of Burgess's foot, out of bounds. Hutto ball. 35 seconds left here in the third. Inbound from Sanders over to the corner for Baptist. No good on the three-point attempt. Sanders gets the rebound, puts it up, and good. 45-32. Washington with the basketball. 23 seconds remaining here. He's in the backcourt. The count's going. Robinson has it now, cross court. Back to Washington. And there's a timeout from Coach Washington. They were taking too long to get across the timeline, and he's not happy about it. 15.1 seconds left here in the third period. The Cougars still lead 45-32. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back. I'm Chuck Kracy with SHN Sports. Welcome back. We're out of timeout here. 15 seconds left here in the third period. It is Cougar basketball. They had to call a timeout as taking a little bit too long for Coach Washington's taste to get the ball across the midcourt line. And so we'll go back to the court here as the Cougars are just now breaking their huddle. Washington will inbound near the scorer's table. He'll be guarded by Sanders for the Hutto Hippos. Backcourt inbound to number 3, Tyrone Perry. He dribbles across the midcourt line. Being guarded by Patterson. He hands off to Myers, who kicks it out They get it inside to Burgess, 2 seconds left. No foul called, and that'll be the end of the quarter. They let them play there towards the end of that period, and we'll go to the fourth with your Connally Cougars leading the Hutto Hippos 45-32. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Weiss High School here for the fourth period. Your Cougars lead the Hutto Hippos 45-32 here in bi-district playoff basketball. Hutto ball. Sanders with the basketball. Dribbles across the timeline. Hutto moving left to right. Pass over to Patterson. Patterson to Sanders. Sanders drives to his right. Kicks it out to Williams for a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Burgess. It gets tipped away, but then picked up by Perry. Kicks it out to Myers, and Myers pulls back as the Hutto defense gets back fairly quickly. Robinson with a long three from the right wing, and it rims out. And Hutto tries to get a quick basket, but they throw it out of bounds. So it'll be Connally basketball. Coach Robinson, or Coach Washington didn't mind the long three. He just wanted Robinson to get back on defense. Perry with the basketball, throws it over to Kylan Robinson, dribbling forward. Passes back across court to Perry. Perry across the timeline, back across to Robinson. Robinson passes to Perry, left wing. Perry breaks it down, starts to the middle, backs up. Pass over to Kylan Robinson, who takes a finger to the eye, but no call. Across to Washington, deep left wing. He dribbles to his right down the lane. Kicks it back out to Myers. Myers dribbles to his right. It's poked away, and they're going to say that Myers just lost control of it, and they're going to give the ball to Hutto. 6:50 remaining here in the ball game. Sanders with the basketball, backcourt dribbling across the timeline at midcourt. Passes over to Patterson, to Baptist. Back over to Sanders on right wing. Inside to Williams. His shot is tipped, and they're going to get a foul call. We're going to see on that one. It's going to be called against number 2, Kylan Robinson, and that'll put Michael Williams on the line. So he gets ready to line up his shot. 6:33 remaining here. First shot is up. No good off the front rim as it bounced around the rim and fell to the left. He'll step up for his second attempt here. Free throw is up, and it is good for a 45-33 score. Cougar basketball, number 10, Robert Myers with it. Passes across court to Robinson in the backcourt. Robinson again back over to Myers. They're still in the backcourt. And we got a 10-second violation. This is what Coach Washington was talking about at the end of the third period, and the Cougars turn it over there. Needless turnover. Hutto inbounds. Sanders with the basketball right around midcourt. Dribbles to his right, kicks it out to Patterson. Over to Baptist, then to Sanders on the right wing. Cross court to Williams, and the pass is off his hands and out of bounds as he tried to drive the lane before he caught the basketball. You always got to catch the ball first. Can't do anything without it. So it'll be Cougar basketball inbounding on their backcourt. Robinson over to Perry. Perry dribbles all the way to the corner where Powell was waiting for the pass over to Robinson, back to Powell. Powell dribbles out as the Cougars are trying to burn a little clock. And the pass went to Tyrone Perry, and as he dribbled down the lane, he was fouled. And it looks like Cougars want to use the clock. Clock's not Hutto's friend at this point. It'll be inbounded by the Cougars under the Hutto basket. Robinson gets it into Perry, who fakes the three, passes to Robinson in the corner, who takes the three, and it's good. 48-33. Back out to 15. Williams dribbling the ball on the left side. He loses control but gets it back as Burgess tried to reach for it. He passes out to Sanders in the corner, back out to Baptiste, and then into Patterson. And we've got a Coach Washington won a 3-second violation, not getting the call. 5:28 left in tonight's ball game. 48-33 is your score. Hutto basketball. Sanders under the Cougar basket. Passes in to Baptist. Back to Sanders. And they're going to say he was out of bounds when the pass came back. So the little give and go was a pretty good idea, but Sanders' foot was on the line when he received the pass on the go. And so it's Cougar basketball. Robinson pushes it up over to Perry. Perry across the timeline. Inside to Powell. Misses a 15-footer. Burgess rebound too hard off the glass. Powell tips it back up and is fouled. So he'll get an and one. And the Cougars will have 50 regardless with 5:12 remaining here in the ball game. Powell will step to the line to get his extra. He misses. Burgess with the rebound, however, and he was pushed. And so they're going to give Burgess, that's going to be an inbound probably because it's a non-shooting foul. We're not in the bonus. So it'll be Cougar basketball under the Hutto basket. Inbounding will be Kylan Robinson, number 2. He gets it over to Powell on the left wing, who kicks it out to Myers, deep right wing. He backs up close to midcourt, trying to force the count. He dribbles down the lane. It's tipped away by DJ Baptist, but it'll remain Cougar basketball as Myers dribbled down the lane. I don't think he expected the lane to open up like it did. He kind of lost a little bit of control. Baptist able to poke it away, but it'll still be Cougar basketball under Hutto's basket. Robinson in on the inbound to Perry. Deep right wing over to Robinson now. Top of the key. Guarded by Sanders. He throws it over to Powell. Baptist comes out on Powell. Powell loses control. Hutto with a loose ball. Sanders passes, and Hutto doing a good job working it around, but Powell able to steal a pass, get in that passing lane. And we have a foul on Williams against Powell. And so it'll be Cougar basketball, and it's getting a little snippy here late as Hutto frustrated with the athleticism of the Connally Cougars. Every opportunity that they seem to have is stolen away by the Cougars. And the Cougars will inbound. Robinson gets it to Perry with a nice little head fake over to Myers for a two-pointer. No good from the baseline. Rebound goes to Hutto. Baptist with the basketball. And we got a foul against the Cougars here. They're going to call number 10, Robert Myers, for slapping the hand of DJ Baptist. 4:17 remaining in tonight's game. It's a 17-point Cougar lead, looking to advance to the area round. Hutto inbounds the ball. Sanders has it on the left. Drives and pulls up, knocks down about a 10-footer. It's going to be 50-35 now. We have a quick timeout with 4:09 remaining. We'll take the timeout with them. You're listening to Cougar basketball, playoff basketball. I'm Chuck Kracy. This is SHN Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Weiss High School as we're getting ready to close out this bi-district game. The Cougars on top, 50-35 over the Hutto Hippos. It will be Cougar basketball. They're moving right to left. Robinson to inbound under their own basket. He gets it over to Perry. Perry dribbles up the visitor side of the court. Back cross court to Robinson as they get near the timeline. Robinson to Perry over the timeline. Under 4 minutes now as Perry dribbles. Looks for an opening in the lane, gets it over to Powell on the baseline. Powell takes a jumper, misses. Burgess rebound, put back good. And we have a timeout. It's 52-35 with 3:46 remaining. Hutto desperately trying to keep their playoff hopes alive while Connally looking to advance here with a pretty dominating performance. Both ends of the court, offensively and defensively, they've just been athletic up and down the court. They lead here tonight 52-35 as both teams huddle near their benches, and the timeout winds down as we get ready to get going here in the final minutes of this bi-district 5A Texas high school boys basketball game. It will be Hutto inbounding under their own basket. Baptist inbounds to Sanders. Sanders guarded by Perry. Kicked out to Michael Williams, top of the key. Williams is looking to find an opening. Not really finding one. Gets down into the lanes. Nice pass over to Sanders for about a 10-footer. 52-37 is the score now with 3:25. Robinson to Myers. Over to Perry. Perry breaks it down. Kicks it back out to Octavius Berry. Berry dribbles back. Berry drives down the lane, and we have a whistle. Looks like it's prior to the shot. There's going to be a foul called on number 11, and that is Edgar Iraola. 3:05 left. Cougars inbound over to Perry. Perry gets it back to Robinson. His three-pointer no good. Rebound Burgess back to Robinson as he drives in. Reverse layup. Just a thing of beauty. 52-37, 2:50 remaining in the game. Sanders has the ball in the left corner for Hutto. Kicks it out. Three-point attempt. No good off the front rim by Hill. It's going to go out of bounds to the Cougars with 2:41 remaining. Oh, they're going to call a foul on DJ Baptist. That's what the call was. They said that he pushed. And that is, looks like that's number 5, Octavius Berry, that's going to be the beneficiary as the Cougars are now in the bonus. So he'll get a 1-for-1 here, that being the 6th team foul for Hutto. 7th team foul, sorry. And so Octavius Berry steps to the line for the Cougars. These free throws, they're very important, even with a big lead. Missed by Berry, rebound by Iraola. Iraola dribbles across midcourt, passes over to Williams, right wing. Williams puts it on the floor, passes to Sanders, top of the key, shot no good. Sanders tries to get his own rebound, it's out of bounds to the Cougars. 54-37 your score with 2:28. Washington with the basketball across court to Perry. Perry in over to Myers. Berry with the basketball into Burgess. Burgess turns and he's fouled by number 14 Hill as he tries to get a turnaround jumper. And that'll put Burgess on the line for a 1-and-1 attempt here. 8th team foul for the Hutto Hippos. 2:14 remaining on the game clock here as we wind down this bi-district basketball game. Berry Burgess at the line. First attempt is good. Kind of bounced off the front rim, then the back rim, and rolled in. 55-37 is the score. Burgess' second attempt is up and good. It's a 56-37 score now as the Cougars try to push it out to 20 if they can here. They're up by 19. Patterson to inbound for Hutto as we get some substitutions on the Connally side. Coach Washington emptying the bench. Sanders waiting, letting the ball roll to almost mid-court, past mid-court. He picks it up. Clock started now. Over to Williams in the corner to Hill. Back to Iraola, who dribbles to his right, back to his left. Passes over to Williams. Williams in the left wing, drives in, scoop, no good. Perry battles Sanders for the rebound, goes over to Washington, who gets the loose ball. And there's some smack talk going on between Sanders and Perry, and the referees are in there quickly. Robinson, I mean. No, that was Perry. Perry didn't appear to do anything. They're going to have a discussion about it here with 1:54. The referees are at midcourt, trying to settle things down here. So we're going to have Cougar basketball. Looks like it's going to be a foul called against Sanders, although it wasn't a technical, which is probably what should have been called. Ball is inbounded to Barry. Barry hands it to Washington, who holds it and waits for the count. He gets the count, starts his dribble. Kind of poked away, but he gets it back, and then we have a 5-second violation on Washington as he was unable to move the ball forward. Good defense there by number 20, Kyle Jackson, junior guard for the Hippos. So it'll be Hutto ball. They'll be inbounding off the visitors' side about midcourt. Sanders there to inbound. Throws it back court to Williams. Williams dribbles up across the timeline. He's being guarded by Washington. Iraola with the basketball on the right wing. Dribbles right, pulls up, misses the jumper. Rebounded by Bonds. Bonds showing quite the ups, and he loses control, and Williams takes it the other way, and he is fouled by Patrick Washington. Washington wanted to prevent an easy layup. I say that's a good foul there. 56-27 is your score with 1:21. Micah Williams will be at the line for Hutto. First attempt is up, and it's good. 56-38 is the score now. Williams gets ready to shoot his second attempt. There's the shot. It's up. No good. And rebound out of bounds. It went off the hand of Kevin Bonds. And so it'll be Hutto basketball with 1:21 remaining in the game under the Connally basket. Jackson to inbound. He gets it over to Smart. Back to Jackson for a three-pointer is good. 56-41 is the score now. Connally has the basketball. Washington dribbles across midcourt. Passes over to number 20, who drives the lane and gets it up. Oh, and it's no good as it rolls back out. Powell tries to tip it back in, and he gets the loose rebound, and he's fouled by Sanders. And so Powell will get an opportunity at the line to add to his point total tonight and to push the Connally Cougar lead out. 54 seconds remaining. So right now, we're having a little bit of stoppage. We're getting some substitutions for Hutto here. Into the game comes number 13. He's not on the roster here, but he's replacing Sanders, who fouled out on that last foul. And so Breon Powell, first free throw attempt is in for a 57-41 lead. He'll get a second shot here as he lines it up. It's in, and it is 58-41. Hutto dribbles the ball across midcourt. We're at 50 seconds left in tonight's game. Three-point attempt by the Hippos is no good. Rebound by Powell. Powell dribbles, gets it across the timeline, behind the back, over to Washington. Washington slows it up. We're at about 35 seconds, passes cross court. Barry with the basketball. Drives the lane and is tripped. And he'll get a shot at the line there as he picks himself up off the floor. Had a collision with Iraola of the Hippos, and they're both a little shaken up there. Octavius Berry makes his way to the line with 27.4 seconds left. The score is 58-41. He'll have a chance to push this to 60 if he knocks these down. Taking a little bit of time here setting up this free throw, but we're getting ready. Barry's been waiting patiently. He's got the ball now. Starts his motion. First attempt is a swish and good. 59-41. Second attempt coming up now from Octavius Berry. He knocks it down for a 60-41 score. Hutto has the ball. Smart with the basketball. Looking for somewhere to pass. Dribbles top of the key. Iraola with the basketball. Fakes a three. Dribbles in. Takes a two. No good. Rebound goes to Connally. Number 20, Bonds. Drives the lane. They're going to call a charge on Bonds. And it'll be Hutto basketball with 7.9 seconds left. Ryan Linder with the defense there for Hutto, taking the charge. But that's going to be the ball game as Hutto dribbles it out here. They'll probably take a shot, but it's not going to make a difference as the Connally Cougars advance and eliminate the Hutto Hippos. Connally will advance to the area round. Hopefully we'll carry the game here on SHN Sports. Thank you for listening. Good night.